What's going on? What's going on? Sports Game Vision in the building. I'm hoping everybody can hear me clearly. We're going to do some testing here. Been having some strange issues with streaming lately, so I just want to verify that I'm at least you guys can hear me. Let's double check here. Just want to verify. Yep, I can hear myself. Hope you're having a good weekend. You are now tuned into the sounds of the No Face Sports Show here at Sports Game Vision. I'm your host, Hank. Just jumping in right here. Today's lighthearted show, pop-up live. I haven't done this in quite a while, and want to jump in. Obviously, we do this No Face Sports Show a couple times a week, hoping to expand with it. But right now, I just want to jump into some topics. This weekend, as you can see through the graph here, we're going to talk a little bit about Adam Silver, the NBA All-Star Game. You see Anthony Edwards in there as well. You also see Claressa Shields. There's some boxing going on this weekend, as well as Floyd Mayweather. He had some big announcements coming out, so we're going to talk about him as well. And let's get started with the show. Of course, if you jump in, make sure to hit that like button, at all the positive buttons, as I call it, like, love, heart, whatever you want to do to support the channel. But we're going to jump into it right here and talk about the NBA All-Star Game, most viewed for the NBA All-Star Weekend for 24 years. In my opinion, I feel like it was a great weekend, a great game on top of that. And yeah, it was very impressive. It did what it was supposed to do. The actual started out with Friday night with the celebrity game and, of course, the rising stars. And then Saturday, you had the All-Star Saturday night, the dunk contest, three-point shooting stars. And then, of course, on the main stage on Sunday, you had the All-Star Game. And all of them achieved what they were supposed to do. Can you strengthen the celebrity game? Of course. Can you strengthen Saturday night? Yes. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. But the actual All-Star Game itself was pretty good. The one thing that I saw that I viewed for the All-Star Game was this is something that could have been done with East versus West. And it all starts with players' effort. And I think you got to see that this weekend. Guys came to play. Wembanyama, Anthony Edwards, all of them set that tone. The young crew set that tone. And of course, the world ended up losing the matches, but they came out playing, and those guys had something to prove. And it just shows if East versus West, those guys come out and show that they want to play hard, at least enough to be entertaining for that day, it's going to be a great game. And it was a great game. They, of course, with the new rules, what is it? The winner takes all, basically. They had the world versus the older team, and then they faced the younger team, and then the world faced the younger team again, I believe, right? And then OGs versus the younger squad. Younger squad won in a blowout, but it was a good game. Besides that fourth quarter, the fourth game rather, great idea by Adam Silver to make it competitive and fun for the fans. The dunk contest, they got to tighten that up. 3-point contest was great. Shooting stars did what it was supposed to do. It was a bridge in between the two contests, but fun and competitive if you like to watch basketball. So, but as we talk about improving the game, let's look at this here. He's talking about adding the 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2 for next All-Star Game. We see that the 1 versus 1 is working well with the women's sports and their league that they have going on. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this happened in the ABA back in the day. So and they've already said, some guys have said they'll do the 1 versus 1. So it'll be a great game to be put on All-Star Saturday night. Can improve that weekend for that night, All-Star Saturday night. If they do the 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, or even 3-on-3, I think that'd be great for the All-Star weekend. But overall, I give it an A for effort, especially with the guys playing hard on Sunday night. 3-point contest was great. And the Rising Stars was a great game as well. So let me know what you think in the comment section about the weekend. I really enjoyed it. But we are going to move on here. No Face Sports Show, Sports Game Vision. And we're going to talk about the NBA again and the tanking issues that have been going on throughout the league for quite some time. It's not anything new. This has been going on for years and years, and it's something that teams do to improve. Obviously, they want to sell tickets and get people to the game. They need a star. They need a great team, and teams that don't have maybe the great structure or even the financial means, getting draft picks helps them out a lot. Getting great players, they tank to do so for, whether it's maybe a LeBron or a Tim Duncan or Zion Williamson, or we got this draft class this year that a lot of people feel like they're tanking for. But Adam Silver said he's going to make some tanking rules coming up in this next season. They said the first round picks can be protected only for top 4 or top 14. Lottery odds freeze at the trade deadline or later, no longer allowing teams to pick top 4 in consecutive years. Teams cannot pick top 4 the year after they make the conference finals. Lottery odds allocated based on 2-year records. Lottery extended to include all play-in teams. Flatten odds for all lottery teams. And they're doing what they got to do to make it enjoyable to watch the game. As a fan and a fan caster, as I call myself, we want to see competitive basketball throughout the whole year. And it's not good to see players, not being able to compete throughout the whole year. A lot of those players weren't, brought up that way. They've been in winning organizations their whole life, and to have to be forced to not play hard or being sit out, or even in my case, I think they're forcing guys on injury to sit out. It's not a great environment to be in. So having these, rules put in place, I think is great to try to flatten this. Now, we don't want to make rules, or they shouldn't make rules that would hurt teams that really need great players on the organization. They have to definitely make it where these top organizations are not going to get the big draft picks or the great draft picks. Make it accessible for the bad teams. But definitely, I seen Charles Barkley said something about not letting teams increase ticket prices if they've been losing for so long. I think that's a great idea as well. There's a lot of things that need to be brought to the table to stop the tanking, but at least I see they're looking at it. And as far as people talking about Adam Silver not being a great commissioner, I think that he's doing a great job in changing as much as he can as he sees what's happening with the players and the fans, and of course what he's seeing in the business part of it with the owners. He's doing everything he can to improve the league and the game. So shout out to him, and hopefully they put some great rules in place this following season, and we're going to see even more competitive basketball throughout the whole season. But as we move on with this No Face Sports Show, Sports Game Vision, if you're in the building, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we're going to move on to basketball again. I saw this right here, and I just had to laugh at it. Cade Cunningham, he said, Anthony Edwards said, I seen Cade go for 40, and I had to do the same thing. These are the two American faces of the league as we see, careers wrapping up for LeBron James and for Kevin Durant and for Steph Curry. These are two guys that are, they're looking great. They're one of my two favorites in the league right now. Still young. I think they're 25 and under. And, the league is in a great place with these two. We're seeing, of course, my hometown Pistons. Cade Cunningham is looking like he's going to lead them somewhere far this year. And, of course, Anthony Edwards has been doing his thing as well on the West. Need to see him get over the hump a little bit more, but he's doing a great job. It's a great quote to see that. He said, what did he say in the quote also? He said, I can do this in my sleep. And go watch the video if you haven't seen it. But, yeah, definitely two American-born players that are going to push the game further in the future. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, we also got other people. Wembanyama he's going to be the face as well. But the American guys, young guys, we're looking forward to the future for them. But again, let's move forward here. We're going to talk a little bit about sports games here, Sports Game Vision. I saw this quote by Sabrina Ionescu, and she's saying that the WNBA deserves to have their standalone game. And I'm not sure about that. Of course, I would like to see that happen. The only thing I'm nervous about with this quote is if they do it in the game, bombs is not a good thing for the league. I think that maybe they should expand the game more in 2K before they roll it out for a standalone. Of course, they're still trying to get through contract negotiations and keep on expanding expanding the WNBA with the new found audience that they've had over the last couple of years. They look to expand on that, and I think that they will once they get everything in order. But I don't know if you want to rush the video game just yet. Just expand it within 2K and keep on promoting the game until once they know the financials will be great for them, then they get their standalone game. Let me know what you think about that, guys, in the comment section. But we're going to move along here. Sports Game Vision. Again, try not to hold you too long, but I got a lot to talk about today. Missed a few episodes, so we're going to keep on tapping in. It's a great sports day today. We have college basketball. We have UFC having their main fight today. We also have boxing going on today. We're going to talk about that. And the first thing we're going to talk about is Floyd Mayweather is set to come out of retirement. As you can see, it's a shock, but we also have heard about him suing Showtime Boxing. So it could be a little bit of a financial issue, or maybe did he rest his body enough to come back and resume his career? Don't know. It's big news. He is older, and he's set to make this comeback after this fight here with Mike Tyson, which is going to come in April. I believe it's April 25th, and it's going to be in the Congo in Africa. Interesting, fight, exhibition as they call it. I want to see how that goes down. A lot of people are upset. They're saying, hey, all these money grabs and all this stuff. Hey, let those guys make their money. And I do pay attention to it. It's enjoyable from an entertainment standpoint. The Paul fights and all that, the celebrity boxing, which I also believe there's another boxing match going on with Christian Rock on the same day as Mayweather and Tyson. But yeah, it's entertainment. There is a space for it. But as you can see here, the ages and the weight difference and the Hall of Fame career fight records. Interesting to see how it's going to turn out. And also the platform is going to be on because you want to see where the reach is going to go. Netflix has all of Jake Paul's fights, and those have got big numbers. So let's see what these gentlemen are going to do with their exhibition. I think they could get big numbers if they have the right platform. They're definitely going to get some good viewership regardless. But let me know what you think about the fight that's going on in April. And of course, Floyd coming out of retirement, it's a little bit of a shock. Will he fight Manny? Will he fight Crawford? Maybe Crawford comes out of retirement and they have a big fight. That'll be a huge money fight and a huge legacy fight, even though Floyd is a little bit older. Be a great fight to see. With a big platform, a huge platform is going to pick it up. But as we stay in the realm of boxing, there's another couple of fights happening this weekend. One will be today on DAZN, Ryan Garcia versus Barrios. You see the tape there. And also tomorrow night in Detroit, I believe it's on DAZN as well, Claressa Shields versus Franchon Cruz. Interesting to see both of those fights, how they turn out. I will be tapping into it. Let me know what you think the results of those fights are going to be. Huge boxing weekend, as you can see. And, of course, like I said, just a whole bunch of news going on in the boxing world. But as we start winding down the show here, we're going to talk a little bit about Black History Month. I haven't tapped in this month like I should have, but we're going to bring up a couple of sports topics here and just Black history in general. First off, let's shout out to the first African-American or Black woman to win a gold medal and to even participate in the U.S. Olympics. It's awesome to see that Layla Edwards is made history They won the Olympic gold medal, and now, she's going to inspire a lot of up and coming young women in the future. Shout out to her and her accomplishment. And then also, I saw this here, and I thought this was very interesting. Talking about this in the sports world, Prince Fielder and Cecil Fielder both retired with the same amount of home runs in their career. Of course, Cecil won the World Series. His son Prince was unable to do so, but both had pretty good careers in the league. Both played for the hometown Tigers team, and of course, they are father and son duo to both play in the league and play on the same team. Hope their relationship is going well. There was some tension in the past, but happy Black History Month to them and to great players. As we move forward into the Black History Month section, I want to shout out to Dr. Joseph N. Jackson. We all use this for our entertainment purposes. He is the inventor of the remote control. We all use that to skip forward. We don't have to get up from our seats and just make changes on our channels. Shout out to him and his great invention. And we're going to move forward into a more celebration portion of our Black History Month. Reverend Jesse Jackson passed away this week. Rest in peace to him. No matter what you think, or seeing a lot of negative comments, he's done a lot of great things as well. For me and myself, he had the phrase, "I am somebody," and he also had, "Keep hope alive." And as you go through life, those are very, important phrases to incorporate into your life. When you go through things, keeping hope alive, and "I am somebody" as you go through the struggles that's going on in this world, or just mental struggles. It just helps saying positive things and having a positive outlook. So rest in peace to the great Reverend Jesse Jackson. And to not be on a very somber note, I want to give one last piece of Black history, and that's to Frederick Jones, who created the automatic refrigeration system in the food delivery trucks. And as you see all these food deliveries being, sent to different stores and homes, he was the reason that things didn't go bad and go spoiled. So shout out to him for his great invention, and to all the great inventors and people that have done great and positive things in this culture and this world. Happy Black History Month to them, to everyone as well. And thank you. But that's all I have for today in Sports Game Vision. Hope you enjoyed the show. Like, share, subscribe. And as I say, Sports Game, the vision. Peace.